This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Matthews. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
That's what it is.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out.
And he will take this in. A touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run from the gun with Charles. Continuing to fight for more. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one will go for 13. Yards on the keeper and a first down.
13 yards. First down, USC.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Complete to Jacques Cooper. 5 yards on the
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Encroachment, defense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Flynn. This complete to the tight end play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Number 24.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They run it. It's Charles. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Flynn. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
14.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
first down. Matthews. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Hurricanes 21, Trojans 10.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Matthews. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
as soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 15 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun, Flynn. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Matthews. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Back to throw. Matthews. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Make that now a second connection for the Heartbreak Kids. And we talked about it earlier, Charles. They have a special connection, and it just continues to show.
Hey, I can't help but laugh and smile watching it. It's not because I'm favoring them over their opponent, but just the story is too good, isn't it? High school buddies, change of positions, getting it done here on the biggest level, and the timing on that play. Perfectly run route, perfectly thrown ball. That certainly looks like guys who've known each other for a very long time.
And by the way, we were told 3 of the high school coaches that coach these guys are here in the stadium. You know that they have to be looking down with big smiles on their faces.
No doubt about it.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is in for a USC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
USC.
Off play action. Flynn. Going deep for Walker. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A big play there. "57 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, it's blocked. And the defense has it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And oh, he will not get in. Took it all the way back inside the 5, but in the end, an exercise in futility. Doesn't get to the promised land.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked, because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the RPO, that's complete right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Looking for the end zone. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close. That gap just a bit. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 49.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Flynn, and his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and now it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
A dump on for Charles. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
the 40.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it.
Matthews on the keeper.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, Matthews. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
30.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leaders
in trouble, and he's taken down.
A loss of
that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on third and long. Flynn. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
I want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. We've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, Florida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier brought down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
This is Ellington. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into
Hang time, baby.
at the 6-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 7. Gators nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Ellington. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, Ellington. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They run the option on 2nd down.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Nothing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down at the 28.
The pass. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
At the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They're getting inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun, it's White. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. From 6 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it go. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead.
And, Charles, we talked about it earlier, their last game together, and now a second touchdown connection between the dynamic duo.
And I love the fact that in preparation for this game, you thought that they would have a big game together, and you're right so far. 2 touchdowns, and think about it this way. Both of them get a football each for their trophy cases at home. And didn't one of them tell us before the game that there's a third, they were sending it back to the high school? Is that accurate?
Yeah, Tommy Matthews was joking with us after that interview we had. He said if he gets that third, you're right, he's shipping it right back to the high school to put it in the trophy case. We'll see if it comes to fruition.
ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, it's Jennings, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's White. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Florida's punter is out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. Oh, look at that. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Throwing on first down. Matthews. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Hurricanes 20, Gators 7.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, if something like that, they're going to be casualties sometimes. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. From the gun on 3rd down. White. And that is incomplete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw up the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Check the score. Hurricanes 27, Gators 7.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Open man is Galladay, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's White from the gun on third down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He checks it down here to Ellington. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's White. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing again on second down. White underneath for Jennings. This sure would be one heck of a story as the Hurricanes now sit 2 quarters away from a national championship.
7.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national title game. Taking it about the 1.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And 3.
From the gun on third down. White. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Big play there. 75 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They start the drive with Jennings. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, White. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle.
White's pass complete to number.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. White got his man complete over the middle. It's Perkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jennings. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throw left side complete. That's Perkins.
White's pass complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Gets to 41. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deep.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 55, Gators 7.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team make it.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 2nd and long. White looking middle, and it's incomplete.
18, incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
Number 23.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half.
For Florida.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. It's caught at the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8.
That didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 8 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
The extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. White. And he's going to go down. They They sack him back at the 42.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense?
And he's going to go down again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started.
Well, Charles, they've got the comfortable cushion here as we dwindle down the clock in the fourth quarter.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 63 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic. About what they've accomplished in this one.
Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 56 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
76. Gators 7.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, White. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards to pick up there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, White, and he's got his man on the out route. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. The Gators now with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
White's pass.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
White On third down. And that's caught by Beasley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, White. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Matthews buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Tonight's
What a run for the Heartbreak Kids, and it all culminates here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. So that truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the eight.
So the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it. But some things, you can't ever say you're fully ready for. That's how the week felt for me. This cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at him?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. Glad I help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen. Big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends.
And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Whew. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. On the jump. Hut, hut. Yeah, got that. Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, go. Yeah. Come on, Shaq. 60 inches. Come on, let's finish strong. Shaq, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready? Oh, ready. Yeah. Woo. Ready. Hut. Yeah. Ready. 19. Ready. Go. Pick it up already. Down. Cougar 19. Check go. Push through. Ready. Bronco 80. Yes. Yeah. Ready up. Hut, hut. What was that? Let's go now. Come on, let's finish strong.
Well, today, had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is it. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
At your first training camp, who helped you adjust to NFL life?
No matter how ready you think you are, nothing really prepares you for the big leagues. So I appreciated having him as a guide, but I didn't realize just how much impact it would have over the course of my rookie year, on and off the field.
Well, we finally get to see at least one of our beloved Heartbreak Kids in action on the field. Look, I'm a founding member of the Heartbreaker fan club, going all the way back to their high school days. So, needless to say, I for one have been dying to see them step onto an NFL field and show everyone what they can do since we last saw them lighting the world on fire in the college ranks. But as excited as I and the rest of the Heartbreakers are to see them take the field, it's a moment we may all have to wait for until next season.
The veteran players were encouraged to mentor the new guys on how to succeed and push us to be competitive, even in the preseason. I appreciated that he took me on.